Alright guys, we are back in the game here, and I want to show off a new mod that I've got installed. It goes in parallel with the core survival mod, which is a pretty good survival needs mod for hunger, thirst, sleep, cleanliness, hypothermia if you want to, just configurations for that and whatnot. All these different things for that mod, very, very good. One thing that was missing from the mod was sound effects to let you know that you're hungry. So let's check it out now. There it is. We now have a new mod to install, which is the Core Survival SFX mod. This just adds the sound effects to the different aspects of your survival needs. So if you're hungry, you're going to get that stomach rumbling and whatnot, yada yada yada. Nice little additions to add in-game to the core survival mod. Now, this was not created by the mod author for core survival. It's just a nice little mod someone else made to add to that mod. Super, super nice. I think this is going to be a must-have for my playthrough. Obviously, this is my current character for my playthrough. I'm absolutely using this for the rest of my time playing. It's very, very nice. So let's go ahead and dive into installation now, guys. Alright guys, we are here on the Core Survival Needs Sound add-on page on Nexus Mods. This is the nice little mod that adds the sound effects for Core Survival. A very, very nice mod. Very happy that it exists. As always, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below so you guys can follow along with everything that I'm doing. And please, please don't forget, if you like this mod, endorse it. That's basically the like button of Nexus Mods and lets these mods get featured on the main Nexus Mods homepage. Alright, with all of that out of the way, guys, let's get into actual installation. So for requirements, we have a hard requirement of core survival. That should be very obvious. This adds sound effects to core survival, so core survival is required. Now there is a soft requirement. It's a nice to have, and that is for the MAD mod config menu, the MAD MCM. I just released a video covering how to get that set up and installed, and it's a very nice feature. It allows you to access a config menu in-game to tweak the settings of this mod. Now, if you don't have the MAD MCM installed, this mod will still function. You just won't have any of the custom tweaks and settings to change kind of the volume output of different things. But that's about it. This mod will totally still function without it, but I do highly, highly recommend it. And I will leave a link in the description down below to both of these mods that are required, whether it be severely required or just kind of required. My videos will cover how to get those both installed and ready to go. Alright. With that out of the way, let's dive into the actual installation. So we have here two files. This is the optional and this is the main add-on. Now this optional has sounds based off Skyrim's survival mode add-on, and this are other sound effects, so you can listen to both and determine which one you want. I am totally fine with just the core survival SFX add-on here, just the main file. That is great for me, but if you're looking for something different, also try this one out. Alright, with that out of the way, let's dive on in. I am, of course, going to just do the Nexus Mods Vortex Install. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Click a button, get this thing installed. And if we look here on Vortex, you can see I have Core Survival and Core Survival SFX add-on right here in the list. This is where it's going to show up. it's already installed and enabled. And that is truly all there is, guys. It's super straightforward, super simple. Vortex is the way to go if you can. And if you can't, let's do a manual install. Gonna go ahead and download it, do a slow download. And it's going to ask me where I want this installed. I do have a folder already for manual installs, so I'm just going to go ahead and place it there. And you can see here, I'll go ahead and open. You can see here, it is a zipped folder right here, Core Survival SFX add-on. I'm going to go ahead and unzip it with 7-zip, extract it to a new folder. It should take just a short amount of time, and it's done. You can see here this zip folder. I'm going to go ahead and delete because I have the folder right here. Once we open it, you're going to see something very, very convenient, which is this Oblivion Remastered folder, which means this mod already has the folder structure laid out and ready to go, which is going to make manual installation a million times easier. Thank you so much, mod author. That's very helpful. And now we need to open up the game folder. So I'm going to come over here to Games on Vortex and open my game folder. Now for you guys installing this manually, you're probably not using Vortex. So if you don't know where your game folder actually is that we need to access, it's wherever you have Steam installed. You go into Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Oblivion Remastered. And what's very convenient, you should see, there is an Oblivion Remastered folder here, and an Oblivion Remastered folder right here. All we need to do is drag and drop this folder into this folder. Now for me, it's saying that there's already a bunch of files here for Core Survival SFX. I'm going to go ahead and skip. The only reason that's showing up for me is because I already conveniently installed this with Vortex. So Vortex is already handling all of that, and it's already there. But for you guys, just dragging and dropping, that should pretty much cover all of installation. Should be pretty quick and pretty straightforward. So there might be one more step, guys. Inside of Oblivion Remastered, and then Oblivion Remastered Content Dev OBV Data Data. We should now see, there should be a Core Survival SFX add-on.esp file here. You'll know you're in the right place if you see several ESPs, if you're installing things manually. Core Survival should also be here. What you need to do is you need to open Oblivion, not Oblivion ESM, you need to open plugins.txt. I'm going to go ahead and open this up, just in any old text formatter, and you can see this is where all of our plugins live, starting with oblivion.esm, all the DLCs, yada yada yada, unofficial Oblivion Remastered patch stuff, deluxe only if you have that. You should see down here, for you, Core Survival should exist somewhere in here. Core Survival, right there. Core Survival ESP. If you installed Core Survival, this should exist here. All you need to do is add very, very specifically Core Survival SFX add-on. Exact casing and spelling .esp to this list underneath core survival.esp. Once you do that, you have the mod installed manually and it should be good to go. You need to save this file. Make sure you save it. Once it's saved, it's good to go. It's basically adding it to the load order, and you should be all done after that. My apologies, guys. I thought it was a simple drag and drop. For the most part, it sort of is, but you do need to update this plugins.txt to include the Core Survival SFX add-on.esp, this exact text. You can even open this up and copy this whole thing if you need to add to that file. That's about it, guys. That should get the mod completely installed and ready to go. If you have any questions or you got lost anywhere along the way, please let me know. I'm always available to help. I try to keep up to date on the comments for any of my videos. Try to help anybody that's got any struggling going on. I've helped several people so far, and I hope to help more people along the way as well. All right, with all of that out of the way, guys, as always, happy modding and happy Mondays. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video all the way through to the end. I really appreciate it, and I hope it was very helpful showcasing this mod and showing how to install it. I'm really hoping that we can get this channel growing so that we can show as many people as possible how easy it is to install some mods and showcase some really good mods that some hardworking people come up with. In order to do that, though, I'm really going to need you guys' help. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Share this video with as many people as you can. We'll try to get this channel growing, and hopefully it helps as many people as possible. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time.